Hey, welcome back to another episode of John's Crypto Therapy. Today we're going to be looking at Ecomi, Omi and VeVe, especially everything around it, the news, the good, the bad, and we're going to understand why this could affect the tokenomics and basically Omi and the price and the direction it's trying to go. Due to the fact that we did have a cancellation of Comic-Con, we do see that the price is continuing to downside. But good thing is that this wick that we had all the way down here, the price did go to 0.0026. We did not break that section yet, so that is a good position for a lot of people to understand there could be a reversal to upside. But a lot of people are not understanding BTC dominance, and what I mean about BTC. BTC is the first mover, and we need to start understanding and we need to appreciate why it is such a big thing, especially when you're trading altcoins and you're understanding the market and essentials of the market. So today we are going to talk about BTC dominance, Bitcoin, and altcoins, and I'm going to tell you guys what happens when BTC goes down or Bitcoin goes up or BTCD goes down and it goes up, or altcoins go down or it goes up. See, we need to understand there's a correlation throughout this series and why a lot of people follow historical data. See, Omi just came out. It is a project that a lot of people are not talking about, and you know what? It is good for all of us, especially due to the fact that we are loading as much tokens as we can. This project could be one of a kind, and I think it is one of a kind. I don't think no one else can come into this space and take Ecomi's light away. I think the light is shining, but in order for a lot of investors to start making this more of an ideal project instead of a what if project. See, VeVeverse is coming. I do believe VeVeverse is going to be a huge impact, but the key is this: it could be the biggest success for Ecomi or it could be the biggest failure for Ecomi. I don't believe there's going to be an in-between in that section. We need to see what it could do and how it's going to be programmed. Due to the fact that they're releasing high-end NFT projects and they're going from A to A+, and each week they're giving us one of the best drops, and I do love everything when it comes to the digital aspect of it. This is the other question, and I want you guys to let me know what you guys think about this, because I would love to know your idea and your information on this topic. Do you believe that VeVe or Ecomi is only going to be a huge NFT, or do you think they're going to cross into the gaming and the gamification world and that's going to be their biggest seller? See, this is what I want you guys to understand. If VeVe is going to the gamification, it's going to be hard, especially when a lot of people know them for just the NFT drops and, you know, the animation just for the NFT, just a collectible. See, if VeVe does go into that realm of gamification, I think they could do really well, but they need a bigger team. I think the team they have now is good for licensing and all of that, but they need to hire more and more people for the fact that VeVeverse needs to be big, and if it's going to be big, it needs a bigger team. And in order for that to be successful, the team must be engineered to do the certain things they can do to put games, little games, mini games. I know in the white paper they did say little snacks or bite-sized snacks of games, so it's not going to be big realmed games. But if they do choose to go that way, I think they will be successful, especially with the community they have built. That's good and good. So we are going to be looking into the trading ideal and see where the market is trying to go. So for all those that do love trading, welcome. Hopefully you guys stay and you guys learn a little thing or two. I know a lot of people do want to trade Forex. Forex is very similar. For Forex, you do have farm payrolls and you got to look into that. And there's a lot of things, but Forex is something that it's more ideal for me. I love trading Forex. Forex is a nice way to make excessive type of money, and you guys can make totally a lot of money, but it's about the education and time and effort that you guys put in forth. So like I say, these videos will educate you because I am going with the market that is currently going now. I'm not going in the past. This is fresh and this is the market at this very moment. So once again, we do see that the price is going to the downside. If you guys did want to get into this trade, absolutely you could have. There's a lot of students that understand that if you do the Ichimoku, it is showing us correctively that it's a continuation to the downside and there was no buying opportunity at all. So I am going to put the Ichimoku for you guys, and I am going to do a naked trading as well, just so a lot of people understand that naked trading is very powerful, but the Ichimoku is powerful in its own sense, and these are for all the students or all the people that do love to trade Ichimoku, and this is just a simple technique that you guys can use. So once you look at the Ichimoku, we do have a false breakout right here, or a false move that we can see right here. So we did see that the candle or the cloud itself became green. We did have a push to upside at this very time, so we did believe that Comic-Con was going to come, and it was a final last minute cancellation. That's totally fine, but that's totally fine because we do have setbacks in every type of career that you choose, but that does not mean the levels of you reaching there is impossible. Absolutely not. We will for sure reach those levels, but maybe it will be longer than normal. So once again, when we did see this, and then we seen the cloud reform once again, and once we see the cloud turn to a red sentiment, we did see this beautiful move to the downside. See, a lot of people would understand this is a very simple trade, and it's very good for you guys to understand because you can use different indicators in the Ichimoku to understand where the retest of structure could be. So let me pull into this right here. Let's put the baseline right here, and you guys can see very carefully. I will zoom it in for you so you guys will all see the information that I'm trying to show. So right here, when you see this line, it is showing us a very good confirmation. See, because it did not break the line, it gave us a real good retest of structure. I will draw that out for you as well. And you can see right here there was a retest of structure, and that itself gave us a sentiment that the market was changing to the downside. Some students did hold their position to the buy side, their stop losses on the very low, or even to break even, so that's totally fine. But to those that did understand that there was a reversal coming, we could have seen that this potential to the downside was inevitable, especially due to the fact that Comic-Con is not here. See, the other thing that we need to understand is very simple too. When we draw this trend line right here, we seen the break of structure on the RSI, and then we seen this beautiful news candle come down, and then it went back up, and it gave us a confirmation that this could possibly be a move to upside, but we did not have any close on the Ichimoku on the top hand side, showing us that the sentiment is still to the downside. For those that did understand these type of trading, you would understand this was a great position to take. And also, when I told you guys about the 50, you want to get the 50 right here, and you want to draw it in, and basically whatever is below this 50 mark that we have drawn right here, everything below that you will try to sell. See, the reasons why you would try to sell is because anything below 50, you could clearly see that it's still going to go down, and even when it goes to the oversold position, it can absolutely continue rallying for another day or so. So we need to understand that this move is a corrective move to the downside. See, if you really did believe there was going to be a pulse to the upside, which I'm going to show you guys if there is, you want to draw a trend line. Let's draw a trend line just like this. See, when we see a break of this structure, alright, when we see a break of this structure with the RSI, and we see it pushing up slowly, then you can see momentum is slowly trying to turn. But if this does happen right here, we need to also have an action to why it's going to turn or reverse in the first place. And it's very simple for you to understand that there could be a push to the upside at this very exact moment. So once I go right here, take away the Ichimoku, and let's take away these drawings real quick for you. So perfect. Once we do that, I do want to put the pivot points in just so everyone understands there's levels that we need to watch if there's going to be a reverse trade to the upside. So right here, when we put the pivot points, you can see that S2 is right here, and the section is perfectly touching the very low of where the market was. So there is a sentiment here that the market can push the upside. So we need to understand that now. So we need to understand there could be a reverse trade to the upside. For us to see that this reverse trade is possible, we also need to put other factors, but this is just a simple factor that S2 is giving us a confirmation that, you know what, there could be a slight push to the upside. And if we do have a slight push, we can absolutely see S1 being hit. These ones are right here on the right hand side, the P and stuff. These are the new pivot lines that are going to be formed in the day or so, so it needs to give it some time. But these are the pivot points we are working off of, and S1 can absolutely be hit if we are doing a reversal trade to the upside. But this is not really showing me anything really confirmational for me to believe that it's going to go up. See, it is making lower lows, just like here itself is making lower lows. So we have a confluence, and this is good because it's not going away from what the market sentiment is. So once we go to the stochastics and the RSI, let me close this one up for you guys so we can bring this one. So when we look at this one, it's very different, and this is why I'm trying to show everyone that there's a lot of ways of trading, but you need to start spotting these informations before it even happens. That's why indicators are good, but I do like price action. This is for a lot of students or a lot of people that do want extra courage or extra confirmation in their trades. And you know, indicators does not mean you guys cannot trade. Just remember that indicators is just a helping tool, but just having the confidence to do the right trades at the right time is going to take time. So if you do think that you could be a better trader, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully these videos are encouraging everyone to just take a chance, and of course try this on a demo account. Do not put live money. Understand this is important. Everything that I do is things that I do personally, so it's nothing with you guys. This is not financial advice. This is just educational purposes. And if you do like these videos, hopefully you guys continue with these episodes. So right here we do have something that's really interesting, and it's a divergence right here. So let's draw it in. We can see right here that the market is slightly going higher. So let's make it bigger so you can see that the market is slightly going higher. Right here on the left hand side, if you guys look very carefully, right there is a 0.67, but right here it's basically showing me 2.8. So you can clearly see that the confirmation is moving to the upside. So because of that, we do have a divergence, and if you guys don't know by now, go to your line graph just so you guys can understand where the lines are, and then just draw it in. It's very simple, and boom, once you draw it just like that, you can make it go back to your normal Japanese candlesticks. And right here you can see that the market sentiment is going lower while the RSI is showing us a different move to the upside. So we do have some confirmation that this can possibly be a reversal for a short period of time. See, do I believe it's going to be a huge bullish move? Absolutely not at this very moment. The only way we could see that is I'm going to be talking to you guys about the BTC dominance, BTC, and altcoins, and why this all has a good confluence of where the market can go. See, I am going to give you a scenario. If this is a bullish move, I do want to see levels of 0.0029 being broken, and I do want to see a retest of that zone. So I'm going to take these lines right here, and I do want to see a retest of that zone. So once again, I do want to see this zone being retested on the back end of it. Reasons why: this zone is giving me a lot of confirmation that if it can break this zone and it can retest, then absolutely we can try to shoot for the numbers of 0.0034. So my safest way of trading is very simple. I want one leg being broken. Okay, so one leg being broken is letting it naturally do the first leg up, then making a higher high than the previous high, then continuing with the trend, because I do appreciate the trend. I do want to follow the trend. I do not want to follow a reversal trade. So once I do see this level being broken and then we do have a retest of structure, this would be the perfect indication for us to understand that there is going to be a bullish momentum move. Exactly here around 0.0034, then we could truly see a huge push to the upside. But of course we need to understand that there is a lot of things happening for this type of trade. So we can see that the market is continuing to downside. If it does execute to go down, it's totally fine. We are going to place little sell limits and buy limits as well and try to ride the wave. See, once this does continue to downside, we do have S2 as a great support, but if it does continue, this is what I think it's going to happen. See, I'm giving you two narratives. This is the push to upside. If it does not happen, that's totally fine. We need to understand that there is a huge demand of a sell, and we need to follow the trend. In order for this to actually happen, we need to see the break of this Ichimoku as well. So I would love to see the break of the Ichimoku, then we can continue with the trend. This will be perfect. Okay, also the moving average, we need to be above it, not below it. We can clearly see we are below this moving average, so giving us another sentiment that this is going to be a continuation to the downside. So I am giving you guys information on where you want to take your positions, and this is not a video on just to buy or sell. This is a video on educating you on how I would take a buy and how I would take a sell. So for the pivot line, we need to understand this very simple. We do have a test on S2 and we could see a short push to upside. Reasons why: we talked about this. We have a short push because of this. This can absolutely go up exactly at 0.0029. So watch this very carefully. We could see a test at this level 0.029, and then once we are there and we see a huge rejection and the price does not give us good confirmation and we do not get good news, we will see S3 being hit. And when S3 is being hit, a lot of people are going to be selling because their confidence with Ecomi is decreasing, and because of that, a lot of people are just going to be scared and dumping all their price and their Omi tokens and letting someone else buy it. This is really important because this will help you realize where Omi token is trying to go, and you guys need to also understand that BTC dominance is the one crucial thing a lot of people are not putting into their system. So right now I am going to give you 3 ideas on great things actually for altcoins or altcoins in general to go up when we see decrease of BTC. So right now I am going to draw for everyone the BTC dominance, BTC and altcoins, and I'm going to give you examples on what would happen if BTC decreases and if this is a good situation for altcoins. So this is what you guys need to understand when it comes to BTC dominance, BTC and altcoins. We also need to understand the best and the safest thing to do at this very moment is when everyone's running away from altcoins, they're basically putting it into BTC. And when BTC, they're running away from BTC, a lot of people are just scared because they think that BTC is the first mover, and because if BTC crashes, everything else will crash. And we have to start putting things together. There could be kind of some correlations, but you need to understand BTC is the first mover. We follow BTC because it was the first one and it does it the best. Okay, so once again, I'm not into BTC, I'm more into Ethereum. I'm an Ethereum type of person. I have a lot of Ethereum. I do believe you should have a higher holding of BTC than Ethereum or anything of that nature. I do believe in BTC and I think it has the better move, especially right now stalling at these low prices to buy. And of course I did get some more BTC because I do believe in the BTC future. So this is for the altcoins and for everyone that does love altcoins, and especially Omi, and they want to trade altcoins. This is a very crucial key for you guys to understand. I will go in more in depth in a different video if you guys do like this topic, so you guys can understand why the correlation is very similar. So when we see the price of BTC going down, all right, so let me put this in right here. Let me just draw this out. Okay, so that is BTC dominance. Then we got B as well right here. So this is for BTC, and then we got A for altcoins. All right, so we can clearly see that this is what is going to happen. So when we see BTC dominance going down, and then when we see Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin going up, it's very easy for us to see that it is going to be an increase rapidly, a price increase rapidly for altcoins. So once again, if BTC dominance, it's going down, right? We'll see a huge pump for BTC. If we see BTC dominance going down and then BTC increasing in price, this is what happens when it's a super cycle. This is where the altcoins get a huge pump. Then we'll see an increase rapidly of price for the altcoins. This is when you should hold your altcoins and wait, because normally when Bitcoin does go down, you have 2 months to a month before you can sell all your altcoins and make the huge amount of profits that you guys want to make. So remember this, BTC dominance goes down, BTC goes up, altcoins goes up, and this is rapid. So I do want to put 2 arrows to show you that this is rapid. We're not looking at a small move, we're looking at a huge move. So that is the first line right there. So let me put this horizontal right here. So the next one we will be talking about, I want to give you 3 case scenarios. Okay, so let's do this. Perfect. So that is the first case. So the next case is going to be the same thing. When we see BTCD dominance decrease once again, and we also see that Bitcoin dominance decreases as well, we will see 2 things from the altcoins. We will see a decrease, we could see a bleeding, or we could see a stabilize sideways. All right, so stabilize sideways is very rare, I would say, but it does happen. All right, because normally when BTC does fall, everything with it will fall because this is the bigger mover. This is why I truly do believe you should have more investments into your BTC portfolio than anything else, because BTC is the mover. Think about the correlation is very simple. Okay, BTC goes up, we have a super cycle here, and then altcoins have a super cycle. This is where you sell it. When BTCD both of the time goes down and then BTC goes down, right? We could have altcoins go down or stabilize. And for the stabilization, I would only say it's the very few. Not all altcoins will stabilize. Most of them will fall. They would bleed. So this is something that you guys have to start doing your own research on. Different altcoins will have different responsibilities and what they could do. So the last thing I could say for this one is another BTC dominance to the downside. And this is the last one, so you guys can understand where we are in the market and how we should start trading this. Okay, so when we see BTC once again, BTCD go down, we will see the correlation with Bitcoin stabilize. See, if Bitcoin does stabilize, this could be a situation that's happening now, or it could be a situation where the market is actually going down. See, BTC is making lower lows in a sense, but not breaking the all-time lows in a sense. So we could see more of a stabilization. But if we do see stabilization in BTC, then we'll have more confidence in people. We will have more confidence in people to start buying altcoins. Please take a picture or write this down. This is very informative. This is for all the people that do want to trade crypto and want to be here for the long term. This is very important for you to understand, okay? So let's put into perspective what's happening right now. See, I put BTC dominance is going down. I will do another video on it when it goes up. But for the matter of fact, when BTC dominance goes down and we have a price increase in BTC, we will see a huge super cycle pump for the altcoins. This is what happens when we have a huge super cycle. Okay, this is where I think that BTC has a great chance of reaching 70 to 100,000 this cycle. And if it does happen, we will see a huge pump for altcoins. What does that mean for Omi? I think it's going to top out and it can even go to 5 cents. See, this is my opinion. I do believe Ecomi does have a great potential of reaching 5 cents. So I would say from 0.02 cents to 5 cents is a good position for me for Omi. See, and then of course I am going to sell at the very top, or try to. When we see BTC going down and then we have Bitcoin going down, we could see that there's two things that can happen: stabilization of a coin going sideways, or the move to the downside. If you guys notice, if BTC right now is going down and we're in this phase, we could clearly see that the market is trying to go down, which the market has been doing, or is trying to find a stabilization phase and try to go sideways. But we could clearly see it did break and made a lower low. So clearly, you know what? It is going lower. So can this hold its own? That's a question that you need to understand, that a lot of people do not want to hear the answer for. See, we need to see in the bear market how this is going to trade. We need to understand this is an NFT. And we need to see if the NFT craze is still going to be strong, or a lot of people are going to move over and try to do other things. There is a lot of NFT in this platform, so we need to start realizing we need to take time by time and let historical data give us the right information to trade this the best way. So once again, if BTCD is going down and Bitcoin is going sideways, do you guys believe Bitcoin is going sideways? If it is going sideways, all right, because the confidence that people will have when BTC goes sideways, they believe, you know what, now it's time to jump into the altcoins. Because if BTC is going to go sideways, then we have a great chance that it found its zone for great support. Then when BTC starts to increase in price, the altcoins will all have a huge rally to the upside. See how that works? So everything is depicted on one asset class. And this is why a lot of people get hurt, because they don't understand this. And when I try to teach this to people, they don't understand. They don't see the value. They don't see that Bitcoin is the biggest thing here. Bitcoin is the leader. And once you understand, see, this is my opinion, this is what a lot of people do not understand, and I can see that in the Omi community, in a sense that a lot of people that are joining the Omi community are just random people that have never actually traded, a lot of people that have never been in the crypto space for a long period of time. They think that me telling you that the Omi price is going down is me disrespecting Ecomi, me disrespecting the hard work of NFTs they're putting out. It's not that. I'm not here for feelings. I'm not here for none of that. I'm here to make something clear. I'm here to make money for myself. I'm here to show you educational stuff that this can help you trade and be a better trader. See, if you did listen to this video and you do understand BTC dominance, and you see that the dominance is predominantly going down, and then you see the increase on Bitcoin or the sideways movement on Bitcoin, then you could see, you know what, okay, sideways movement on Bitcoin, BTC dominance is going down, maybe I should buy a favorite altcoin that I like. And then guess what, next time they see it's a bull cycle, a huge super cycle, Bitcoin explodes, altcoin explodes as well, and a huge explosion. This is why the rich get rich, because I hear in this community so much times, I'm not selling my coin, I'm not selling this. Guys, you could do whatever you want with your coins. I'm totally fine. But those certain people that do want to make profit, remember, after the super cycle, 1 to 2 months, altcoins will go down. So you can hold it, or you could take some investments out, and guess what? Buy the dip and be in a better place than what you were just holding your coins. I'm not saying that because I want to swoop in and buy your Omi tokens. No, absolutely not. I'm more here for the fact that I have enough in my portfolio and I'm going to continue with it. I'm just going to add on to my BTC, my Ethereums, my VeChain, my Cardano. I've been in this industry for a long time and I'm enjoying the place that I'm in. So if you guys do like this video of BTC dominance, Bitcoin and altcoins, and what cycle maybe we're in, okay, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. So once again, I'm just going to review this here. If we do see BTC find a hold on the position that it's at and it goes sideways, then the price of the altcoins does move up. We could see the move to the upside, retest of structure, pushing all the way to 0.0034. That can absolutely happen. If BTC does go down, which in fact it is going down slowly, we could see a stabilization we should have seen for a little while. Then we could have seen the bleed, all right, of it going a little bit lower, and which it did. All right, so when BTC slowly finds its confidence, goes sideways, then we have a rally to the upside or slow push to the upside. Guess what? Altcoins will follow, and we will absolutely break the tops of 0.0047. All right, this is my little rant. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and remember that we do have a divergence here. We could see a spike in price for a short period of time, but remember, look at BTC, look at BTC dominance if you are personally trading, just so you can educate yourself, put a little bit more worth into your trading game. If you guys do find this content useful, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I do appreciate every single one of you for coming out and watching my videos. Thank you, and take it easy. John out. Peace.